This is such a weird combo. It's such a weird combo, right? 6-point and beard. I just don't think of 6-point. I think of collabing. It's like 6-point, really? 6-point? Anyway, how you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of collab, hopeful goodness, in the form of Beard Brewing and 6-point Brewing. This be their Stave Toasty. Yeah, Stave Toasty. This be a Imperial Stout with almonds, toasted coconut, vanilla, lactose, and cocoa nibs, not cacao nibs. God forbid I fuck that up. And aged in maple syrup barrels. Coming in at 8.9%. If this beer isn't sweet, that's weird. Let's see. Oh, yeah, a little bit of story time. How about that? It says, we teamed up with the crew at 6-point to dream up this candy bar-inspired ale. We steer clear of any infringement letters by leaving the brand out, but we bet you can infer it after your first sip. Very pretentious. Or was confident. No, confidence more the word I want to use there. As a way to kick the decadence up a notch, we reserved a portion of the batch and aged in maple syrup barrels. Cheers. And Stave Toasty. Now, you said it was Almond Joy. That's what you assumed it was, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
That's
93 Lumber, people. For those that aren't keeping score at home, that dude will have a YouTube channel in the next century. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Can't wait for him to do it. Anyway, let's see what's going on right now. So, I'm going to recap this because we did another one of these. I'm going to say the exact same shit. So, Keith had beers for me. Beers from the Nerd Sense guys. And he was like... Last night, he's like, I have a beer I want to share with you that Sean from Nerd Sense sent over. It was a permutation, and he was going to bring a Bond Saison. And I just shorted him out of beer, by the way. And he's like, I'll bring those over and we'll hang. And I was like, okay, man, that works for me. And then he wrote me this morning and says, yeah, that's not happening. He's like, I don't feel that great this morning. And I was like, okay, that works. I'll let your mind assume it to why he doesn't feel well. And then he's like, I'm just going to pop over and drop the beers off. I'm like, works for me, dude. Oh, cool. No sweat off my left pinky toe. And he comes in my house and he's like, yeah, here are the beers. And he's sitting there hemming and hawing. He's like, I didn't want like a big, huge stout and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, do you want a Pilsner? So 3 hours later, we are now drinking Adjunct Stouts like he didn't want to drink earlier. Anyway, yeah, that looks like an Adjunct Stout. Yeah. Actually, it looks more like a porter to me than big, huge stout, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a nice kind of what I like my coffee to look like colored head. I'm holding up to the wrong portion of the phone here. I always assume my camera's over here and not over there. So, let's see if we get a nose. I like that, dude. I like that quite a bit because it doesn't come off, again, like super in your face. And I like the way the coconut plays out. It's probably my favorite part of it. I mean, listen, anybody who can sit here and say they get almond out of a big Adjunct Stout in the nose, you're a fucking liar. Because almond's like, it's like coconut water. You know, like there's barely coconut in coconut water. That's kind of how almonds roll. But yeah, I like it. It's got a soft kind of malty nuttiness to it. And all the adjuncts are very reserved. It doesn't smell like it's like over the top, super in your face shit.
Yeah. I smell the lactose. There's lactose in this, definitely.
Keith is lactose intolerance. Yeah. For those playing at home, keeping score at home.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I do get lactose, but it doesn't smell like it's not like milkshake IPA level lactose.
In some beers I get it, in some I don't.
Yeah.
Or, well, I should say in some
and all
lactose.
In all of them, his butthole gets it, though.
Yeah. Actually, no.
See, I think you might be confusing the coconut and the lactose. Or not confusing, combining them.
Lactose in beers hasn't bothered me drinking them, as far as, like, my bodily functions.
Yeah, cheese.
But, like, the taste.
Cheese is what kills you, right?
Yeah.
What a world. What a fucking world. I'm having a baby, and I'm like, my kid is allergic to either cheese or peanut butter. I feel like a failed. I mean, he's not even born yet.
Drown him in the creek.
Yep. Anyway, let's dive in. Cheers. Drown him in the creek. It's not like, oh, that sucks for him. That's going to be really horrible. Kill him. In the creek. Not even the creek. Kill him in the creek. This is way more bittering than I thought it would be.
Yeah. I'm not getting the lactosey thing in the taste.
Let's put it this way. If you want to sue somebody for false advertising, they assured me I would understand which candy bar this referenced. This does not taste like a candy bar.
It doesn't taste like a specific candy bar. I mean, going into this saying, oh, I think it's Almond Joy, I could be like, all right, I can pull that out of it, but
that's the thing. They didn't say it's going to kind of taste like a candy bar. They said, oh, no, you motherfucker's going to know. You know. Let me recap, okay, very quickly. It says, we steer clear of infringement letters by leaving the brand out, but we bet, I wonder what I win, we bet you can infer it after your first sip. You know what this tastes like more to me than fucking Almond Joy? It tastes like Score. And the reason why I say Score, and it's not so much necessarily like a Score bar, is it tastes like an adult chocolate candy, in that it's not all sweet on sweet on sweet. There's a bittering to it. When you get these kind of adulty kind of candy bars, these adulty kind of desserts, there tends to be this kind of balancing bittering component to it. And that actually, I get a decent amount of it in here. That's why I don't call him the best color man in the business, everybody.
I wish there was more barrel in this.
Well, you're talking about not a non-spirit barrel. So you're talking about a maple syrup barrel. We don't know if it saw anything but maple syrup, so it's not going to draw the wood. It's not going to draw all that stuff. Typically, when you see like a lot of breweries like I fucking hate to bring them up, but Founders, when they do, the Sweet Repute, which is the best beer in the history of fucking mankind, it's a wheat wine, barrel-aged wheat wine that ended up double-barreled. So it hit the maple barrel, then it hit some kind of spirit barrel. This is just straight maple barrel, but you don't know if that maple barrel did anything else but hold maple. So that's kind of where I think it is. There is a dryness to it. There is a oak tannin to it. It's not coming off as like, and I know what you're talking about. There's no like barrel char. There's no kind of heat to it. There's no kind of spirit to it. But you wouldn't expect that. But there is a dryness to it. There's an oak tannin to it. And I think it's a fun beer, but it's all fucking over the place. Like, it doesn't remind me of candy bar at all, like I said.
Oh, should probably mention that it's, 8 months old?
Yeah, 8 months old isn't that long. 8 months old. All dating to be, what do we call that? Being transparent, I guess is what you call it. But I actually really like it. I would really like this beer if this whole thing underneath it, in this paragraph, was not on it. You're like, Stave Toasty, candy bar stout. Like, let's say it went that, just said that. I think I'd like it more because I wouldn't expect a candy bar out of it. It's a nice beer. It's a nice toasty beer. It's not super thick. It's not over the top. It's more reserved than what you'd expect from something of this kind of definition. It just, yeah. It's way more bitter than I thought it would be. It's way more car horny than I thought it would be. And I like it. But I don't like it in the way that it's trying to be. Like, I like it out besides what it says. It's not what it says it is, but I still like it, if that makes any sense. Yeah. To me, it's actually like an old school kind of stout that has a little new school fuckduggery in it rather than being a candy bar fucking stout.
Because reading this, I would say, I guessed Almond Joy. But like tasting it, because Mounds is Almond Joy without the almonds, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Or Mounds is coconut.
Why would there be Mounds? No, Almond Joy has almonds and coconut. But Mounds, why would Mounds not have Mounds on it?
Oh, is Mounds just the almonds? What's Mounds?
I don't know. We're too far removed from our candy bars.
Yeah.
And past to understand.
Because I don't get.
But let's put it this way:
I get the coconut, but I don't get the almond.
I've eaten all the candy bars, and this tastes like none of them.
Well, yeah, but like I said earlier, like you can pull. I get the Coke.
No, it's coconut. Coconut is the best thing about this beer.
I get the coconut, I get the cocoa nibs, and I don't know if I get anything else. Well, the little bit of dryness and the stuff from the barrel. But
well, and probably my, and maybe I'm being too hard on it, because I'm kind of contradicting myself a little bit here in that my favorite kind of beers are the beers that try to mimic something with the ingredients that are used. Okay, so for example, and it's more so like, I don't think I'm being too hard on it. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, if something says I'm going to be an apple pie beer, if they put 37 tons of apple pies in a beer, that doesn't impress me compared to a beer that put, apple mash, cinnamon, and something else in it, and then I taste apple pie. Like, it's like you're not putting the thing in the beer, and then the beer tastes like the thing that you're trying to fucking make. So maybe this is being a little bit harsh, because they're using the ingredients of a candy bar, and they're trying to allude to the idea of a candy bar. That in and of itself, maybe I'm being a little bit too hard to it. But when I think of candy bars, I think of just kid fun candies, and I'm not getting that here. Like I said, I'm getting that adulty version of the Score bar, which in and of itself is fun. But yeah. Anyway, closing thoughts. Let's just wrap this fucker up because it's going way too long to begin with. So, not nearly as sweet as I thought it would be. The coconut is the star of the show, which is always welcoming. Oddly enough, it comes off as more like an imperial brown ale than a stout to me. Just more bittering than I thought it would be, which is also welcoming, even though that's not what they're trying to do in the whole beer itself. Yeah, fun. Keith, what do you think?
yeah, I liked it. I like it. I did not think I would have liked it though. Just based before we opened it, I was just like, this is not. But yeah, coconut, cocoa nibs, almonds maybe, and then the barrel. Not getting any maple syrup. Yeah, I think it's good ish.
You heard it from the fucking man himself, man. What? I can't fucking say anything else. Anyway, so yeah, fun beer. Dude, Steve, thank you very much for sending this off. Super appreciative for you sending it off. It's a fun beer to break down. And, yeah. What else are you going to do? It's not candy bars, but it wants to get there, and it's a little bit more adulty and a fun beer nonetheless. And just that combination of Sixpoint and beard is just weird. So it's weird all around in a very fun way. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little review. Hopefully you guys enjoy, all the reviews. Not only I do, this motherfucker, 93 Lumber. Say hi one more time, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
And hopefully you guys go check out his channel. Go subscribe. It doesn't even have any content yet. I'm going to put this up tonight, son. And it's not going to have anything. And you can go subscribe to 93 Lumber on the YouTubes. I typed in 93 Lumber on YouTube, and it's like, what are you looking for? Why are you trying to find it? So that's how we roll. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you enjoyed our little candy bar stout right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.